Hello people, and welcome to my channel Life on the Highway. If on this occasion you've come to join me expecting it to be funfair related, then I'm sorry, but not in this video. You should check out within the About section of my channel, as it does say the channel will be van life travel related too. However, if for some reason you are skilled, clever with DIY, then maybe you'll enjoy watching this actual video. You decide, perhaps stay tuned. To make aware, I haven't been asked to do this video from anyone, nor have I received anything for compiling this video together. Its purpose is purely to try and help those in the same similar situation as I was. So in fairness, I thought I'd share it with you. So let's crack on, shall we? The video is to relate to people who are actually an owner of Mercedes Vario or of a similar vehicle. That's to have Unwin bolts in trap rails for seating in their vans. So this video is about the removal of Unwin bolts. So I'm going to discuss the matters of removing these, because they can be real buggers. I've had to remove 480 of these bolts. I'm in my van at the moment, as you can see within the back surroundings. We are working on converting a van. It's a Mercedes Vario 64D, and I have to say, moved these bolts. We've got the floor up with further work to be doing, so the channel is going to be about funfair related, travelling, and also converting this van, because after all, to travel you need a vehicle to travel within. So that's why I'm saying it's not going to be of the same nature, but it'll all come together in time. So I'll get back to these. I'm hearing that people have actually been struggling removing these. Now, I was the same, and they are quite tedious to get out. There was a recommendation put to me by another YouTuber, namely Wonderbus Adventures, Richard and Kelly, and there's also Lily. I do mention them later on in further clips. There's 2 more clips after this video. I'm beginning to settle now, so excuse me. I'm new to videoing. I've no experience of this at all. So with regards to this is an actual, I'm looking at this is a 5.mm cobalt HSS drill bit. Now the first stages, as Richard would tell you, and you'll hear him mention it again later on, is to use a 5mm drill bit HSS. You'll see when I put it in this bolt here just how snug it is in the camera. Now it's that tight. I'm going to put it straight up to the camera as best I can for you. You can see it there. It's upside down at the moment, but you can see how tight it is. Now I'll put it the right way up, and you'll see again. Fits nice and snug. So the drilling capacity of that isn't going to be required of much of a 5mm drill bit. Basically, all you need to do with this drill bit is to get it about that far in. If you can see it there from my finger here, just enough to get past that the bolt, the head of the bolt, and enough to be able to allow a 6.5 cobalt HSS drill bit to beyond the actual drilling point of where you want it in the bolt. That's so there, I'm trying my best here for you. That's so there, you see the bottom of my thumb? that's as much as you need. You don't need lots of it to go in. You only need a little bit. So don't be wasting time drilling way into the bolt. You just want enough to get rid of that head. As I say, there's further clips after this to come. Now, in the second clip of the video, you'll see that I've used this center. This is the actual same center punch that I've used. You can see here, it's had plenty of battering. So much battering, it's gone totally blunt on the top end there. But it did the job, and it was still wood. So I just thought I'd bring that back to you. You've seen that. Some of you may be of interest to know, where do I get my drill bits from? Well, I discovered not too long ago, actually it was before this year, it was in 2022 that I discovered this company, and the company is named of Reni's. This is their drill bits. Now I bought that, as I say, I'll bring it up to you, let's try and straighten it out. There you go, you can see the cobalt drills, and they're actually 10s. I mean, they probably show reverse. But if you go on their website, I'll show you the address in a minute. That's 5mm, by the way. And that's the 6.5. See, it's there. You can see it there, Reni's. Now, I'll show you their address now and what they do as well. So that's them there. So you can try and get in the camera for you. And their address. That's their address. I hope that gets into there to you. There you go. And you've got the email address as well there. I'll show you the other side as well, so you can get that. You have to excuse me, say it's not easy with a mobile phone that I'm doing it with. I want to be able to get a better camera later on for us all. Now, what do they actually do? Well, off my knowledge, after speaking to one of the colleagues there, because they're dead friendly, they're dead helpful, they did help me, they knew what I was doing. I told them I'm converting a vehicle, minibus that it originally was, into a motorhome. Functional vehicle, as I call it, to be able to get it on the road and be able to be moving on, so we can travel with it. They do drill sets, drill bit sets, oscillating multi-tools, blades, jigsaw blades, and router bits, and they've got a vast range of many other things too. As I say, I've typed it up, so I have put a bit of time into it to actually do it to you, so I hope you get this. And say, there's the number at the bottom there, where you can ring them up as well. And there is, I believe it's, yeah, numbers there. And there's the email address as well. So, I've never emailed them yet, so they're new to me. But what I've had with them, they've been very helpful. And I'll definitely be going back to them. And I've actually just given them a recommendation as well on their actual website, because I like them that much. There are other colleagues as well I'd like to just mention here. I have met with other people before I actually got this vehicle, for those of you who are not aware. But as I said to you, in the about section, I'm going to be travelling. Now, within that section, in the travelling section, one of them I have actually been to, and it's the Overlander Adventure Show. I've been to it twice, as you can see there on the date. This was my ticket for last year. I enjoyed it as well when I actually in it. I haven't got names of people at the moment. You have to excuse me. My memory doesn't allow me to do that, short-term memory. But I say I mentioned one Bus Adventures. Sometimes I Wonder is Graham, another one, and his friend John. Can't remember that one. And there is also another couple as well, just like to mention, Max and Sophie. And I'd like to say, for those people that have dared to, and one other one as well that I started with, the very first one was Project Amber. CJ. I followed him from the very first viewing of taking up to watching motorhoming, conversions of vans. And onto that, there was also John and Mandy. And another one I can mention at the moment, I wasn't going to mention these today, but I just feel the need to do so. Darren at Motorhome. I have met them, and I've met them at that show here, at this actual show. It was last June. And I'll be looking forward to seeing them again. Anyway guys, I think that's it from me on this first part of the clip. I'm gonna not say ta-ra, I'm gonna move you on to the next clip where you'll see me doing some work in the actual van. Moving these naughty buggers. And they're not nice. But you will see how quick, if the job's done right, with the correct bits, and how I've done it with this, how quick they do actually come out. And if you don't over drill into the bolt, because if you drill too much into the bolt, you're wasting your time. Don't waste time, just drill enough, save the bits. You won't go through as many drill bits neither. In fact, there's another little thing I need to tell you. You might actually ask the question here, why is that drill bit so short? Well, I can tell you a little tale about that and all. Whilst I was drilling these bolts out, I accidentally snapped that one. Because what happened was, it went into it and it snapped it. You'll actually see it did snap, actually at one, the drill bit didn't snap, but the drill, when she was drilling, it snatched on the bolt. That does happen occasionally. But on this particular occasion, I thought that was the end of the drill bit. But I thought, no, I looked at it, because my head thinks like that. I have an overactive mind. As I did, this drill bit was actually broken, so it was fit for the bin really. I thought, no, just give it a go. I'll stick it on the grinder, because I had an idea. I'm not professional in any way, I should say that as well. And I do say that, I think, later on too. But when I ground it ground to a point, you'll see that this, in fact, I have got another drill bit here. Just bear with me a minute. You buy them in packs of 10s from Reamy's. Not as you go into Wixies. I'm not slating Wixies are out. So I do shop at Wixies, I shop at B&Q and that. But you just get bulk in there, and they're quite reasonably priced too. As you see here, the flute, the top here, isn't as angled. It's not angled as much as I'm trying to show here, as perhaps you can see with that one. So I took an angle with it. I thought it's knackered. I'll point it down and put like quite a point on it, and it made it quite sharp on the tip. And I tried it in the bolt. That's when I discovered how rapid that drill bit could be. So I just thought I'd share that with you. So if you happen to break one, don't throw them. If you can grind them, or some sort of drill grinder with a bit more of a point than normal, because that's just the standard one there. I did work with them and they were drilling alright. But when I discovered the broken one, after playing with it, messing about with it and sharpening it, that's when I discovered it really did bite. To the point you'll see in the second clip what happens. Anyway, I think I've done enough on here now. I'm 14 minutes into this video. So there's about 30 minutes or more, because there's another 15 minutes or so of the other two clips yet to come in. So I'm going to wish you all well. I look forward to sharing more with you later on, as I said in the previous other two clips that are coming up. And the sun's shining around here now behind me, so crack time. I'll check out from here. Thanks very much for taking your time. And by the way, if you've got to this far, the previous two videos that I've put on have been funfair related. One of the Withenshaw part one has had 980 odd reviews. But no, so far though, they've had one like, but had no subscriptions. I'd very much appreciate it if you could just come back, press the like button and the subscription button. And the other one, at Daisy Nook, is also another one. Because like I am showing Willing, we've got to get on with moving on with things to get things going so we can travel around. So the more you encourage the channel, the more I'll keep giving back. We have to work together, friends, okay? Take care now, bye bye. That's me out. Right. Well, this actual video is for you YouTubers, for those that have Varios, Mercedes Varios. I'm going to attempt to try and show you how I remove the Unwin bolts from these Unwin rails. I've already pre-drilled some out, the 5mm drill bit. I'm about to now use 6.5mm drill bit, and it removes the hurtling bricks. Anyway, enjoy watching. Hopefully you'll take some information from it. So it's how I do it. I'm not professional. It's just to show you how it's done. Maybe helpful to you. Here goes. Stubby in the end of it. Sorry about the background noise. It's my generator that's going away. So I've got the 6.5 the stubby drill bit in here. I've pre-drilled these already 5mm HSS drill bit. It's quite a hard and tough bit drill bit. So show you how to do it, how I do it. Little bit's a bit flat, which does happen. And you can see it brings the head off. Doesn't always come like that though. So, gets stuck, which I think that one has, bear with me to get a pair of pliers. Check them out. So I've pre-drilled them already with a 5mm. A little bit. Now this, as I say again, repeat again, this is 6.5. I'm only going to do another 4, start knocking them out, showing you how they come out. Sort of know with the 6.5 when to stop. You hit the point of where you finished off with the 5mm drill bit. See, got the full bolt out there. That happened because it had been ground up on the bottom from outside in the mudguard the interesting bit. This in here, in these mole grips, is an all cent punch. In fact, you can get yourself one of them. All I do that now, stick it in there. Good crack. Out comes the top head. But something else. I have a piece of H steel or anything solid. It just enables me to get it, the centre, top end of the centre punch. That does happen now and then. Regular actually. Bicep back up. Put it in there. Back round, and that's the head up. And I just keep going along now. There it goes. And this is how I do it. And I've had to do 9 of them like this, 9 rails.
the heads off the top, what I do now is I knock the bolt through. See, it goes through quite easy. I have to tighten this up regularly, as I say. Easily going across, knocking around, and we've got the heads off. That occasionally does happen. What that probably is, the bolt's stuck with the structural the chassis bar. If that happens, just leave it. You'll get it on the next car when the floor comes up. Still more here. And that's it. Still got more at your end, but you guys are in my way now, so I've got to shift you. So I can get the other Unwins out. Say, I've had 9 of these rails to go through exactly the same way. Again, using a 5mm HSS drill bit. You will kind of want a professional drill bit. And once you've gone so far down, you'll know in mind how far to go. And you change the bit out to 6.5 HSS professional drill bit. I say professional because the professional ones, you want proper toughened one. I get my drill bits from Reenie's, based near my home in Stockport here. I've already started doing it, but Reenie's is quite a good place that I've learned of them. We're on the internet, reenie's.com. So you're based in Stockport, they do various tool attachments, whether it be reciprocating saws, grinder discs, that'd be anyway another video later on. I'll do something else about that. We'll update you better on that. It's just to get you on the start at the moment. Say I'm new to videos anyway, so going to be the odd area or two, but I hope you find it helpful, and I'll continue to share where I can for you. Till next time, guys, see you again. I'll switch off from here.
Right guys, having shown you the bolts that was knocking out from the inside of Vario, here now you can see along here on the floor the remains of them. So yeah, it's quite a lot. I'll take you on the inside and I'll show you one of the rails up. So I'll just pause this video a minute. So there you are, you can see the rail now that I've actually picked up and what I drilled up just before. See? Another one. And you end up with these slots here. Believe it or not, if you're patient enough and drill these rails out, I'm to believe here there's a different flooring underneath, and it's a phenomenal floor which you could preserve and save. And if you take out to look at Wanderbus Adventures, Rich, shout out to him by the way, because Rich is one that's recommended drilling him out. I took his advice on this, and that's where I got it from. And it's up to now, it's paying off well, so I could end up with a floor like Richard. And he ended up where these holes have all been drilled here along that you've got left. He knocked dowels in them and glued them in. It took a Lily actually. He gave the job to her, knocking them in. And she did well actually, so yeah, be patient with it. Enjoy. As I say, I'm not asking to you to, but it's up to yourselves. As I say, I'm new to videos. You can like, subscribe, share this information, and any more information that I find like this, I'll put it on the channel for you and share it with us. And maybe sometime I get to see you in the future. See you again now. Ta-ra.